Hi, I'm Billie Jean King, and you're watching WTT.com.
Hi, I'm Miriam Soper for WTT.com. I'm with Billie Jean King, co-founder of the World Team Tennis. Billie, tonight, Serena Williams and Martina Hingis back for WTT. What do you think about that?
It's fantastic. They played last night in Albany and barely lost, so in a super tiebreaker. So I know the Sportimes they really want revenge tonight, and also it's vital for them too because they want to be able to go to Charleston to be in the Eastern Conference Championship, and there's a race on right now with Boston for the New York Sportimes. So there's a lot riding on every single match right now. Even in the Western Division, there's a tie for 3 teams. So with Sacramento and St. Louis and Kansas City, the defending champions from last year. So there's a 3-way tie. And here we are. We're almost into our last day of the season, and we still don't know who's going to be in the Eastern or Western Conference Championships, and also obviously the championships on Sunday.
Yeah, really tight results this year in the WTT regular season. What are your thoughts on this weekend going to Charleston? Any prediction? The Washington Kastles so far are undefeated. We're still in the middle of the match. What do you think about this weekend coming up?
Well, it's actually happened in regular season before that a team's gone through the season without losing, and that was the Newport Beach Dukes back in 1994. But the Kastles want to go all the way. Even though they'd won in the regular season, they didn't win the championship, so they didn't win that year. And so the Kastles want to be the first to have a perfect season and also win the conference championships, Eastern Conference championships, and the championship match on Sunday. So that's their goal. So it's amazing. I think that you have to say that the Kastles are the ones that beat for sure. I mean, you just do. They have the power with all the marquee players they've had through the season. So it's going to be very interesting though when it gets down. You never know. And I'm really looking forward to going to Charleston. It's it's been voted the best tennis town in America last year. They have the Family Circle Cup there every spring for the women, which is first started in 1973. It's a beautiful, beautiful site. It's a great destination. They have a ton of people that go there for vacation, so that helps to have a built-in traffic. We've had all kinds of ancillary events already down there to get people to know about the World Team Tennis format. They had 1,000 people for a party one night. So we'll also have some other tournaments and other competition going on because they have tons of courts. So we'll have that during the day, and then our matches will be in the evening, either at 5 or at 7 o'clock, depending upon what day.
Okay. And 2011 is the 36th season of World Team Tennis. How do you see World Team Tennis in 5 years from now?
Well, it's interesting you asked that question. We're going through our 3 to 5 year plan right now, so I can't tell you exactly because we're talking about it, but I would like to be going to a different country as well. I mean, obviously have the U.S. World Team Tennis, but we named it World Team Tennis for a reason. We think it should be in parts of the rest of the world, and I would like to see us start either in Europe or Asia or someplace. We've had quite a few people talk to us, and it's never come to fruition. So I hope within the next 5 years that happens, and then also continue to have great success in the United States. The USTA is 25% owner of our league, and I'd really like to have more and more of the American young players playing in it because we need to create some stars. And one thing that's great about World Team Tennis is it really does develop your game. And that's what youth needs. That you have to worry about developing your game. Unfortunately, what happens is they worry about points and everything but what they really need to do. And what they need to do is, if I develop my game, everything else will fall into place. You'll start getting better results. You'll start making more money. You'll get more points on the computer. So if you just keep your eye on the ball, what you need to do, and that's develop your game, get better, have a weapon. And one thing great about World Team Tennis is you have to learn to compete, because whether your team loses or wins, every single night you've got to go back on the court. It's not like a tournament where you lose first round and then you get 5 days off. This is, okay, your team loses that night, or you might lose that night in your own events. Doesn't matter. You got to get up and play the next night. And that's what makes you tougher and stronger. And with our no-ad format, you've got to concentrate from the very first point. So when you go back to tournament tennis, because I lived it, I used to play World Team Tennis. it was so much easier to play tournament tennis after team tennis because everything seemed slow and I had all the time in the world and I could win a game by 2 points. Oh, it was such a luxury because at 3-all in our games it's sudden death. And, with our no ad scoring, you've got to concentrate. You've got to really come out of the blocks fast at the beginning. And you've got, every game is so vital. And also with the bonus system, it's based on percentage of games won on the entire season. When I tell people that, they can't believe it. So there's a constant incentive for yourself and for your team to give 100% on every single ball, every single point.
Thank you very much, Billie Jean King. I'm Miriam Sopel for WTT.com.